mitandao. Nataka tuvuke hadi katika bunge la kitaifa ambapo mkurugenzi wa uchunguzi ama upelelezi nchini DCI George Kinoti yuko pale ambapo anazungumzia mauaji ya Agnes Wanjiru.
So, having established this fact, we have engaged the Attorney General, who have moved very fast, and already engaged the United Kingdom Central Authority in terms of mutual engagement and the matter is still under the hands also of our Principal Secretary, Minister of Foreign Affairs. The United Kingdom government is cooperating with us in every manner that we are engaging towards this matter. And sir, we are only now currently waiting for the response from the Central United Kingdom Central Authority response. We have already put the team on standby. The homicide team is already on standby. We were visited by the in charge from the United Kingdom as far as this matter is concerned, who is involved in the matters of investigations on homicide. As far as the British soldiers are concerned, visited us physically in our office. We have actually put the joint teams together. So our team is on standby for departure to United Kingdom, where they are going not only to interview the suspect, but also the witnesses who have already been named here, who are together with the suspect during the time of the commission of this murder. So as soon as we receive the communication from the United Kingdom, which we are expecting any time from now, our team is ready to leave for the United Kingdom. There are two outcomes which, sir, we are expecting. By the time the team of the investigators who will be accompanied by a record team and also team from the Directorate of Public Prosecution, DPP, we may get a confession or an admission of the commission of the offense, and that could be much easier for us because now we are going again to coordinate with the relevant teams to airlift back again the suspect back to the Republic of Kenya to face now the punishment as the court may deem fit in regard to this heinous crime of killing an innocent girl of 21 years old who left an infant of 5 months old. The other thing, in the event there will be no admission of the offense, equally we are going back again to airlift the suspect because now they will have been identified. They'll have been through witnesses and forensic investigations which we have already established, and then the proceedings, the trial will commence, where the DPP will take charge, and then witnesses will be called, forensic evidence will be produced in court, and then the court is going to pronounce the requisite court punishment as provided by the law. So, sir, we may say that, sure, we may have taken time. The inquest took quite some time, that is around 7 years. Then the homicide team also took some time from 2019 when we took over this matter to the current status. But, sir, if you could look at the complication of the whole matter, we are pursuing suspects who were out in this country, quite far away, and it could not have been very easy for us to go for the suspect without the process through the mutual legal assistance and then all the parties coming together so that now we can be in the same tune to ensure that justice is done and we do as provided by the law. So it may have taken time, but sir, we are on the right course, and I believe within a very short period we are going to ensure this matter is concluded positively, and then all the parties involved are going to play part. And all of us are ready, as we have been assembled here, and with your support, sir, particularly this committee, we could thank you very much for the concern, for the support you have given to us, and we feel encouraged, and within a very short period, we are going to ensure that this matter is concluded. Sir, that the matter and wish to submit. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, DCI, and also thank you for giving a very clear chronology of events as it unwrapped. Maybe just a few preliminary issues that I wanted you to clarify. The first one is on page 2, Roman 9. So the question I want to ask is, was any report of missing person filed with Nanyuki police on this particular issue? The second one is we have actually two key witnesses. This is Florence and Susan. We have been given names of British soldiers. Did we make an attempt, either pictorial or even otherwise, for the two to try and identify who are the individuals they came across that evening, and possibly the specific person that we are seeking? Thirdly, this was an adult person, and to push an adult of 21 years into a septic tank, it can never be done by one person. Through homicide, was there an attempt to find out an accomplice in this particular incident? And finally, before you, we had engaged the DPP, and there was a letter dated 7th of December 2020, where they tried to point out what are some of the areas that they found which needed clarification. Firstly, the homicide team at DCI headquarters, being an independent team, establish and confirm the existence of presence of any of the officers named in the inquiry at scene of crime, certified copies of documentary evidence of their presence in Kenya be obtained on when they arrived and left the jurisdiction, photographs or any mode of identification be obtained for the purpose of identification, witnesses be called upon to establish if they can identify the persons, and forensic evidence into the matter be conducted. I believe this was the last exchange of communication between yourself and the DPP. And the DPP was of the opinion that he's still waiting for gaps to be filled in what they consider to be a case of murder. There's nothing like groping in the dark of how Agnes died. Of course, the inquest established that this was a murder. So maybe you respond to that, and then I will ask my colleagues to give their remarks or raise questions if they have any. DCI.
Thank you, sir. May I first of all start by responding to the first, where we are talking about actual eyewitnesses, one Florence, Susan, who were with the deceased at the particular, the material night. I absolutely concur with you, sir, that Why are we not talking about somebody who is known? Sir, if you look at our report, we have given a number of soldiers, both who are in uniform and those who are not in uniform, who are present at the scene of crime. We take the entire hotel at the scene of crime. All of them, those who are involved. It's true. There is one soldier who was in uniform, who was seen together with the deceased. This soldier is the same soldier who was dancing with the deceased. As they were dancing, there are friends of the deceased who were with deceased and also fellow soldiers of the soldier who was dancing with the deceased. These are people who are seeing, they could hear them talking, they could see they are together. It is true. Sir, that's the reason why now we are talking about the moment now the inquest comes when there is some doubt who truly committed this offense. That when we subject the investigation to an inquest to a competent court, that now it can assist us to bring out fact who truly do we zero on in terms of investigating in respect to murder. Once now the inquest zeroes on us, or to us as the investigators, tells us no, this was murder and we suspect 1 or 2 or 3. It's very clear in the inquest. That now when the murder investigation now starts, now absolutely to a known person or known person. That is now where the homicide took over from. Now, sir, because there were many at that particular moment, of course statements were recorded, and when we say one soldier was with uniform, the others were not in uniform, we can't have a specific to say this was Mr. Mike, this was Mr. John. Until now, sir, when the statement will be recorded both from the suspect and witnesses. Already we have statements from our side, from our witnesses and who saw. That one is safe and we have them. Then we have the witnesses of the fellow soldier who was with the deceased. Now that is the part which is actually waiting for us once we go and record the same statement. Immediately after the statement, sir, that is now when we are going to do an identification parade. The investigation, actually, I can say they have only but started. That's why I'm going to say, even up the point 3, perhaps even I can jump to it, is the preliminary investigations actually cited by the DPP are mere preliminary. Those are mere initial stages of investigations or report. We are far from absolutely saying we have a threshold of our case that we can say, yes, now this person to be tried for the offense of murder. We are still at the stage of finalizing the investigation. So,
Naam, huyo ni mkurugenzi wa DCI George Kinoti ambaye yuko mbele ya kamati ya usalama ya bunge akiweza kuzungumzia swala zima la mauaji ya Agnes Wanjiru ambaye anadaiwa kutekelezwa na wanajeshi wa Uingereza ambao ilifanyika mwaka 2009, na baada ya uchunguzi imebainika kwamba